get you a mic. To start us off. Jimmy, we'll start with you.
Dayne, what do you like most about playing left tackle?
Left tackle, obviously, I like to be a versatile player myself. So anytime I get a chance to show that I can be versatile on the other side of the line, switching hands, it's obviously switching feet. It's a complete different technique over there as far as playing with the side of your body. So, as long as I get the chance to show that I'm a versatile player, anytime I get that chance, I love it.
Eric.
Dayne, are you moving inside at all and getting some reps at guard? And if so, are you flipping from, right and left, getting reps on both sides at both positions?
Yeah, so right now it's been particularly, right tackle majority, but I have been getting a bunch of right guard snaps and, filling in there with the twos and working that out. So, just playing both of those positions, seeing which one's going to level out and which one they would rather me fit at. But I'm going to end up being a guy, I think, in the season to where I feel like I'm a guy that knows the playbook good enough to where, if they need me to bump inside, if something, happens, I can bump inside.
In just these first couple of days of fall camp, where do you feel like the offensive line is at, and just what needs to happen to make sure you all continue to grow throughout this next month?
Man, progressing fast. This time last year, it's night and day. So, just getting more guys in the room up there, getting in the playbook more, knowing their stuff. So that way, the ball snap quick, got to know what you're doing. Defense is going to change right before we snap. So knowing inside and out of that playbook. And, I just feel like our O-line group right now is really tight. I think we're with each other. Sometimes we battle back and forth, but competition's good for the room. We've got a lot of that right now.
Dayne, you mentioned competition. Can you give us a little breakdown of the game from your perspective as teammates and two of those other guys trying to compete at left tackle in Mincy and Crawford?
Yeah, Mincy and Crawford, man, they're hard workers for sure. I love both of those guys, JJ and Mincy, best friends. Ever since Mincy got here, been best friends with him. We sit right beside each other in the O-line room. So anytime he's always got a question on the playbook, he's always asking me. I'm helping him. JJ's came a long way since he got here last summer late. So really happy for him, really happy for Mincy, and all three of us just battling out.
Savion Herring's a guy that got here pretty late in the process this offseason. What have been your early impressions of him?
Savion, man, he's a big, powerful guy for sure. As Savion progresses, just like a lot of the younger guys, as farther as they get along in the playbook, they're going to be a much better player. They're really good players now. It's just, getting them along as far as knowing when stuff happens, what to do. But a big, strong guy is going to be a good player.
Eric and then Patrick.
You guys are, you add new players to the room each and every year, but you guys are a veteran group. What's the confidence level like from this group now entering this camp?
Yeah, the confidence level's huge, and you can tell that by it. Like last year, I feel like it was older guys and everybody, young guys. Obviously, everybody in the room was having to learn the playbook, and it was, whoever knew something told the other people, and we knew different spots of the playbook. Now these veteran guys, me, Cooper, Jerome, every time we see something, Ellerby's always asking us to speak up in the room. Like if he misses something on tape, for us to speak up and say, hey, right here, tackles, if you see this, do this. So I feel like veteran guys, as we know the playbook, we're able to help those guys so much more than what we were because we're so confident in it. And in return makes those guys confident. Like, I'm bumping into right guard and I've got BG, Brian Grant, beside me a lot. So being able to help him in game is a lot better than being able to help him, in front of a fan when you're sitting in a cool room. You can do that really easy, but when you get out on the field, like explaining to those guys, like I've even been at tackle with Messiah Reddick at guard. And being able to teach those guys and show them on the field what you're talking about in the room really helps them transfer it from the room to the field. So I feel like it's been great.
Dayne, a couple things. You mentioned Messiah. He comes in as a big kid. Seems to have a big personality. Got the big glasses.
Yeah, no doubt.
Impressions of him. What do you kind of see on him?
Man, Messiah, I'm hard on Messiah because I love Messiah, man. He's a big guy. Definitely got a big personality. Hit that on the nail. But big personality from Messiah. He's going to be a big player. Golly, he's huge. If he can get his feet under him and get under this playbook, he's going to be a monster.
You talk about sliding inside the guard. Is that something that the staff kind of started? Is that something that you and them talked about? And you talk about being versatile. You like being a guy that can play 3, 4, 5 positions?
Yeah, no doubt. I love being a versatile guy. I think it started in the summer, we just had some spots to fill, and it's kind of like, hey, jump in there. But then it was like, maybe we got something here as far as, something happens, we've got a guy we can slide in. So, like I said, earlier, I feel like I can be a really versatile guy and play anywhere we need.
We'll go Vince and then Paige in the back.
Two things I'll ask them separately. First, what kind of upside does Addison Nichols have?
Addison, man, is a really smart player. Really smart player. Addison's always worrying about the smallest stuff to make it perfect, and I think that's what's going to make him be a really good player in the future. Addison's still learning the technique just like all the other guys, but just like I said about all the other younger ones, once these guys, especially Addison, I mean, he's the smartest of the bunch in my opinion. That's not a remark against any of the other guys, but Addison's a super smart player. He needs to be ready to help us this year.
And I know it's early and you haven't had your first scrimmage yet, but any impressions from guys that have impressed you on the D-line when you guys have done team stuff?
Yeah, Dominic Bailey's come a long way. As an older guy, he's come a long way. He's get a lot better. And the young guys, Josh Josephs, in my opinion, Josh Josephs is going to be a player. He's quick, he's twitchy laterally, twitchy vertically. He's going to be a good player for sure.
You talk a lot about the veteran experience and the depth that you guys have on this unit. Where do you think you guys will make the most progress within the offensive line in your unit?
Finishing, to be honest, finishing late in the play. If you want to go individually by play, I feel like sometimes, myself included, late in the play, not finishing for that extra 2-3 yards. And I feel like this year, really making a point to finish on the inside of guys, finish upfield with guys, and push that extra 5-6 yards to where we make 7-8 yard plays into 10, 12, 14 yard plays, and just keep trucking down the field for sure.
Any more questions for Dayne? All right, thanks, Dan.
Thank y'all.